What's going on, guys? WhiteFox1225 here with some huge Elder Scrolls Online news. A huge update just came out that really just changes the game so much. I'm really excited to get in and just talk about it. First off, you guys might be a little confused. I am doing an Elder Scrolls Online video, and it is not the weekend. I'm not abandoning Elder Scrolls Online Saturday or anything. That is still on for Saturday. It's just it was huge news that I really want to get out to you guys. And on Saturday, I really want to focus on my PvP impressions of the game, and that should last for a while. So thought I'd do this video tonight, and yeah, so let's just get into the news because it is super exciting. So biggest change is that there are no more starter islands, or I shouldn't say that. There are still the starter islands, but you don't start on those islands, and I'll talk about that later. So once you escape from Cold Harbor, you're going to be put right in the first major city of your alliance, so obviously that changes depending which faction you are. But yeah, those major cities have been leveled down to level 3 through 6. And so, obviously you're not going to get owned because it was too high for you. Yeah, so you're going to just start there. And if you want to go back to the Starter Island, you can. You know, if you want to complete all those quests, get all those sky shards and things like that, you can totally go back. Now, one thing I'm not sure about is what the levels of the Starter Island is, because if you're not starting on the island, I think it would be a good choice to maybe either bump the level up, or what I would prefer is just to make the island level up with you, so you can go back to it at any time, and the enemies would be the same level as you. And personally, that's how I think they should have done the whole game, but hopefully they'll do that with the island, because other than that, I'm not sure how they would work out the leveling system, because it's not like there's any story really at that part, so I would be confused about how they would judge when people are going to go back there and what level they'd be. So hopefully they just instance all the monsters to you, and all their levels are different for each player, but we'll have to wait and see for that. So some more big news is that there's now collision detection for NPCs, and I stress NPCs because players in the world are not going to be able to collide with other players. I'll talk about that later, but first let's talk about the NPCs. So yeah, there's now collision detection, and if you guys don't know what that means, basically it means you can bump into NPCs, and that counts for monsters and spiders and whatever. So before you could just walk through things, and it really made it feel like there was sort of a lack of substance to the world, that you weren't actually part of the world, but this is a great way to change that. So basically people were complaining that they felt like they were swinging at nothing, they could walk through people, it didn't feel like they were actually in the world, like I was saying. But now you're actually going to be able to bump into people, and it's going to make you feel so much more part of the world, like you're actually there, you're not walking through people. Just really a great addition, and you know, you gotta give the guys at ZeniMax some credit just for listening to everyone's opinions and just making changes to the game. Just great job to them. But this is not going to be for players, NPCs only. Obviously, for a lot of reasons, they can't do it for players. One reason they said is that it wouldn't work with their servers, and it would cause them to have to limit how many players could be on the screen at once. Other problems is that if there's a huge mass of people around this one NPC, you wouldn't be able to get to it because you couldn't walk through players, and that would be really annoying. So basically I think they made the right choice with just making it NPCs, but again, I'm really happy about this, and it's just going to make it feel, I don't know, more like an Elder Scrolls game, which it should, because it is an Elder Scrolls game. So a couple other things they did to make it feel like you're actually hitting things is that now there's more audio effects, I guess, when you hit things. Your screen is going to shake a little bit when you do a heavy attack. And also there's improved animation, so you are going to react a little bit more when you're attacked by, I don't know, a wolf, and when you actually hit something, it's going to react more. So I don't know why they didn't put these improvements in before, but obviously better late than never. So some really awesome additions that hopefully is going to make you feel just more like you're actually fighting an actual person. So another thing they added is these dark fissures. So dark fissures is basically a really small dark anchor, and it's really meant for a more small group or solo experience. So it's a pretty cool addition. It really is going to be better for small groups, because one thing they did do is make the dark anchors even harder. So those are going to be more of a huge group thing where you do with lots of friends, and then the dark fissures are going to be something that you can do with only a few people. So overall, just some really good improvements to the dark anchors and these dark fissures that they just added. So one thing they added is more stuff to loot in the world, so you're going to be able to go through more barrels and things like that. So obviously I don't think anyone's saying this is a bad thing, it's really awesome. I mean, we all love to loot stuff, we all love to go through things, and that's sort of actually part of the Elder Scrolls experience. I mean, you would just loot almost everything you came across and just take even the most stupid miscellaneous items. And to me that was part of the Skyrim experience. and it's part of my Elder Scrolls experience, so it's really great that they added it in the Elder Scrolls Online, because like I said, first and foremost, this should be an Elder Scrolls game. So yeah, guys, some really exciting changes. I hope you guys are really excited like I am, and hopefully you guys will get a chance to actually experience these yourself in the beta this weekend. Speaking of beta, I'll be doing my PvP impressions with some actual beta footage that I got to take, and I'll be sharing that with you guys on Saturday, and I'll be telling you guys all about what I thought of PvP. Tomorrow we'll probably have a Payday 2 video coming, so that pretty much does it for this episode, guys, and I just wanted to make sure you guys knew, I just really want to thank you so much for everything you guys have been doing. We're almost at 200 subscribers, which is so awesome. I just really want to thank everyone who took the time to subscribe and watches my channel, because it really means a lot to me. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one.